Demon Slayer is simple, Demon Slayer is mid, Demon Slayer is trash. You may have heard of this from many people, but my question in this video is, do these statements hold any weight? More importantly, is Demon Slayer as simple as it seems? Before I begin this video, I would like to say that I'm talking about this as an anime only watcher, and as of right now, we are at the tail end of season 2. There'll be spoilers throughout, you have been warned. So, what makes Demon Slayer simple? Well, the base of Demon Slayer, we can see that the story is very straightforward. Our main protagonist, Tanjiro, is trying to find a cure for his sister Nezuko, who has been turned into a demon after their family were murdered by a demon. But does the story need to be complex? Obviously not. In fact, most battle shonen anime have a simple story. So what gives Demon Slayer this connotation? Well, when first watching Demon Slayer, you find yourself in familiar settings with other shonen anime. For example, the male protagonist has external power, that in this case is with Nezuko, as well as having no parents. You can already feel like you've been here before. The first season especially is very much fighting a demon, then going to fight the next, the strongest, after that, etc, in order to find a cure for Nezuko. This is very much a linear line, and obviously this is where the word simple is thrown about. You see people go on about the animation about episode 19, and whilst it was a nice scene, and the animation was done well, what ufotable had produced before blows this out of the water. And as someone who was catching up with Demon Slayer after season 1 has aired, I was left disappointed, when I've already heard such great things about the anime and its animation. I felt like the first season of Demon Slayer was a run-of-the-mill show. It was okay, it did its job, but I could not see what everyone else raves about. The animation at times was great, but other times it was lacking, and it took repetitive frames or single stills to stretch the anime. Like I pointed out, the story and how straightforward it is in the first season did not stand out from any other shonen previously. So why was the Mugen Train movie so good? I went to the cinema, not sure what to expect. Season 1 obviously never wowed me, but I only hear great things about it. Let me tell you, it is simply one of the best anime movies I've watched, or at the very least one of the best shonen movies I've watched. As always in movies, the animation has improved. Apart from that, the music is great, it goes too hard. The fight scenes are some of the best. I mean, if we just take the last half hour of the movie, not only does this fight come out of nowhere, but it literally is one of the best fights I have seen in a long time. Not only was every single frame of animation on point, but the stakes were the highest it's ever been in Demon Slayer so far. The movie is really something to admire, and has no right to be this good, considering how I felt about the first season. This is where the turning point of Demon Slayer happened for me. This is where I went, okay, now we are talking. This is where things really took off. Demon Slayer Season 2 did not slow down. It threw any afterthoughts of Season 1 right out the window. Every episode was movie quality. It is ridiculous how much ufotable have stepped up this season, proving once again that they are the anime studio kings of animation. You wonder how much money ufotable pours into the animation to keep it to this quality. What I love about Demon Slayer is the fact that it is simple. It is not some highly complex story. It does not give us a huge world where there are an infinite number of characters. It does not need to do that either. If this was given to any other studio, I really cannot see Demon Slayer become this good. It not only does the basics right, it does them to a T. It can even be argued that the fights and animation are some of the best. Whilst I do not share this opinion, it really is some of the best in recent years. The main set of cast is small, but great. And because of this, you grow attached to these lot. We go back to the movie, and it shows how easily you can become attached to a character just so the series can rip your heart out, as we see what happens to the likes of Rengoku. Sadly, we most likely will have to wait a year or two for the next season of Demon Slayer. For me, whilst the manga is complete, I do not have the urge to read the manga. Like I pointed out, it's the anime and the studio that brings the series to life. The effects that are used to show the differences in fighting styles, to Tanjiro's water and sun breathing, to Tengen's attack to show his flashy style. The way that anime treats our eyes is something to be excited for, with each new episode coming out. Would I put Demon Slayer as world class? No. For me, only certain anime hit that mark. If I was 10 years younger, I'm sure it would be for me. I appreciate what Demon Slayer has become, and how stellar it is. The impact on the anime community Demon Slayer has had is insane, with the movie smashing records out of the park. The fact is, I've been looking forward to each new episode over the latest Attack on Titan, and this really says something. In fact, it shocks me. I understand the hype, I appreciate the hype. Demon Slayer really has set the standard on how anime should be produced. Whilst I feel like other anime have done this, they have not been as mainstream and in the eyes of the public as this. Do you guys feel the same about Demon Slayer? Let me know in the comments below. If you've enjoyed this video, please feel free to like and subscribe, as well as check out my other videos. That is all from me, so I'll see you guys next time.